Hey everyone, my name is Alicia Kelly and I'm the College Access Advisor from West High.
Hi, and I'm Katie Dixon. I'm the College Access Advisor from Highland High.
And I'm SarahMay Case. I'm one of the admissions counselors at the University of Utah, and I work with students in Salt Lake City School District.
And we are super pumped today to have SarahMay joining us so that way she can answer some quick questions about the U of U. For those students who are considering the U being their home in the fall of 2020. SarahMay, we just kind of wanted to start off this session by addressing if there's been any big changes made, any big decisions. So if you could just kind of clue us in on what those are and how they may affect students.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of different things going on. We're really just working with students if they have certain situations that have come up or are working through these hard times. There's a lot of things in the works still, but the biggest thing is really our enrollment deadline has moved. So it was May 1st, we pushed it to June. So it's June 1st, and we really want students to know that they have time to understand that we're not just an option for them, but really the best option for them. And we just are trying to allow them more time to engage with us and find new ways to engage with us when things have been canceled and kind of pushed back. We're also working with students who maybe want to defer or they need different ways to come on campus. A lot of our online sessions are happening this summer. Orientation is going to be online. And we'll dive a little bit into that later on in this conversation. But the biggest thing is just we're working with students. They just need to kind of work with us and talk to us about what's going on with them so we can kind of help them make a plan so that they can still get here in the fall.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that and for all of those accommodations. I know that's going to help a lot of my students in particular that are worried. But anyway, so with our first question, for those students that are planning on making the U their home in 2020 of the fall, what kind of things should they be doing right now to prepare?
Yeah, so they really need to accept their enrollment and pay that deposit. There's a few things that helps with, so that allows them to register for orientation. Like I said, orientations are going online, but they still need to register for a certain session so that they can fill out all the stuff needed, get that spot, and then they can start working through that. Orientation is really important because it will help them connect with certain resources, meet with academic advisors so that they can pick classes and really get set up to be here, and it is a requirement. So they can't register for orientation until they submit their intent to enroll and pay that deposit. So that's really the first step. Other things that students are going to want to be thinking about is housing. So if they applied, they want to be making sure that they are picking those rooms on the assigned date. I know a lot of students maybe still wanted to come to campus and check out those spaces. Housing does have some virtual tours on their website so they can really check out all their options. So that's going to be really important. Financial aid is, of course, really important for a lot of students. So they're going to want to be checking their UMail account. That is their university email. That's the biggest barrier I'm seeing right now is students just not checking that university email. And I know that can be a little bit confusing because you're so used to checking your Gmail or your school email or whatever it is, but you're going to want to check your university email. That can be accessed through CIS, which is the campus information system. And all the information on how to log in for that first time was actually in your admissions letter. Of your acceptance letter or your email, whichever one you got, or if you got both. So check there first. If you've logged in or you forgot your password or whatever it is, you're having trouble, you can reach out to me or work with our help desk or we'll connect you with them if you reach out to me so that we can get you logged in and you can start making those initial steps.
Yeah, check your email because there's still lots to do, and luckily you still have time to do it. SarahMay, for those students who could use a little bit of further guidance in their transition to the U, could you kind of touch on what are some of the resources? I know they can reach out to you, but how can they reach out to you and how can we boost their success?
Yeah, so right now we have a lot of different ways that students can engage with us. Of course, I am really like a one-stop shop for a lot of different things. So whether students have questions about housing, financial aid, a certain department, they can always come to me. I might not have all the answers, but I know who to connect them with. So that's really the best thing is just to know that I am available. And if I'm not available, one of my colleagues or someone in the Office of Admissions can always help them. So we can troubleshoot a lot of things, but there's also plenty of other ways they can engage with us. So we do have a huge brand new virtual engagement plan that has Zoom information sessions. We have information sections for prospective students, for admitted students. You can interact with the admission staff. You can interact with ambassadors who are current students. There's a lot of different ways to really reach out. It does require just that part on the student's end to reach out to us, but that's really what's going to initiate this conversation so we can get a lot of these problems solved, or answer just questions that students might still have about their financial aid award letter or a certain program or anything that's really lingering and helping them make that final decision. So I'd say just the biggest thing is to reach out. I know you guys are probably going to include the link to our virtual engagement plan later on, but students are able to go there and start interacting with us, signing up for those sessions. We're also doing a lot of stuff on Instagram, so that is also on our website, our account. We've been doing Instagram lives with admissions counselors as well as current students. We also have a virtual tour that was done by our ambassadors. So there's a lot of things going on online until we can get students to come meet with us. But the biggest thing is just to know that we're here for you. We're still working all the time, even though it is remotely. We're really still looking to engage with students every day and really help them through this process.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really hope that our students utilize you and your team because it only helps them, you know, so reaching out is the best way to do that. But our last thought is for the students that might need to make some sort of a rearrangement to their college plans, especially at the U, due to like finances, delaying for admission, or any like health or personal reasons. How does that deferment work, and who can consider applying for that?
Yeah, so we've always had a deferment process in place for students that are going on missions, religious service, humanitarian service, or have things going on with their health or medical reasons, whatever it is. We always have that in place, and we are kind of expanding those reasons due to the situations that we're in right now. So they can always reach out to me again, really for everything. That's the biggest thing. But on our website, there is a tab for the deferment process, and they'll be reaching out to someone else that really heads that process. And we can connect you with those people, but they pretty much just need to let us know what's going on. We're able to defer students up to spring of 2021 right now. And we're really just trying to work with students so that they can really continue to still make the U their home, whether that's now or later. And on the flip side of that, I've had students reach out who were planning on going on missions and now they're not too sure about that, or just finances aren't right and what they can kind of do to secure their spot. We can still reverse that process. So students that may be deferred based on their plans, and now those plans are kind of up in the air, they can work with the same people they did to defer to kind of reverse that so that they could start in the fall. They just need to get in contact with us and let us know what they want to do so we can make that happen for them. The biggest thing about deferring is that you still need to pay your enrollment deposit. We will just defer it. We just need to know that you're still committed and you're going to confirm with us, but we'll just move your term to whenever is the best time for you.
That's awesome. It really sounds like honesty is the best policy. So if you've got something going on, please don't be afraid to share that and let the U know what you need, because they're here for you. We're so incredibly grateful for you joining us today, SarahMay. It's really awesome. You have a lot of firsthand knowledge and resources for these students. And we just hope that as you, the students, are watching this, that you take the advantage of these extensions, resources, and information. You'll notice in the comment section below, like SarahMay mentioned, we're going to include a link to the virtual events that the U is hosting. I think we'll actually include the link for the Instagram page as well, so that way you can find that. And then if you need anything else going forward, please reach out to any of us. And of course, reach out to SarahMay. She's your gal. She's awesome. And she's here for you. So thank you.
Yes. Advise you later.